I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it.
Stretching up that conversation for a very long time.
Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
What a turn in the conversation.
Swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful. And now she is gone.
I'm sorry.
Are you going to be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
It's probably my head, but I heard I spend most of my time in old digs. What?
Sounds dangerous and lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Don't try to study me.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with
Benezia what? But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother...
I screwed up
kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
My people believe, although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors.
Like what?
Most of the we still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any...
I don't understand.
Mating is not the true... We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a
What happens to your partner?
Every relationship. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia is?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was.
I thought you always needed another
Think
species.
about it, Shep. Union with our own. Asari daughters inherit. I am what is sometimes. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too.
Maybe she wanted to meet you,
You
but
might be. Benezia never. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the
do
child.
you know who Matriarch Benezia is?
She
Why I don't
rarely
have the
spoke
same
of her
choice?
Though I know my father.
Benezia never told you
Union
before.
with Asari daughters inherit. I am. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge.
Maybe she wanted to meet you,
You
but
might be right. Benezia never. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species.
do you know who Matriarch
She
Benezia is?
rarely spoke of her partner.
I thought you always
Think
needed...
of union. Asari daughters. I am what is sometimes called. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may. I can.
I don't have
Many
it this
Asari
time.
raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived.
Do you know why?
But I will remember and honor how she lived. You are kind to ask, Shepherd. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
I'm going nowhere,
Should go.
nowhere with this.
Goodbye, Shepherd.
Well, we just passed the last 15 minutes talking about alien sex.
Commander, is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
Enlisted right out of med school. I wanted to travel this, but humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And
You should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I didn't even hear the oven. But the fuck are you still there?
Have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. Still, I find the loss of Captain Kirahi troubling. But I won't blame you. I know you lost one of your own as well.
Captain Kirahi will be missed, but many others will live because he gave his life.
That is our lot, I suppose. But there may come a day when so many have been sacrificed, it will be impossible to tell who won.
Yeah.
The mission was a success. That will have to be enough. We won't trouble you for long. Our unit will be disbanded as soon as we depart. Good luck, Commander Shepard.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
Keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
Yeah.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
We've got a hard fight ahead. Fleets of AI dreadnoughts who've exterminated all life dozens of times over. I think the odds are against us.
We have an advantage. We know they're coming and we know about their indoctrination.
Yeah.
I don't plan to lie down and die, Skipper. Don't worry about that. But I'm infantry. Against Reapers, my rifle may as well fire spitballs. I won't have a place in this war. That's what pisses me off, not being able to shoot back.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
She is gonna be here.
Hello, Shepard.
You like
okay?
I need this? No.
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy
How's that?
runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut
The
down.
silence should wake you
I
up.
guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
Do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Yeah.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay. I will put my pizza in the oven anyway. The silence wake you up? That was a really wonderful line. I saw an X. I want to investigate this. Usually it's indicated as something. And I really go to still to go back to the bathroom. That's nothing. That doesn't really tell me how to go next, but well, I'll work around that sooner or later.